And welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis for today, September 3rd of 2024. I'm Giovanni Benacour, analyst, trader, and educator with Vantage Markets. All right, so let's take a look at the markets after a nice holiday yesterday in the United States. Now, the market it's at a turning point where investors may have reached a maximum optimism about the potential of artificial intelligence, and that could be an issue for Broadcom when it reports earnings this week. So we've heard obviously about the AI boom, and it's a time obviously to move out of AI stocks and into other companies, into other sectors. You know, always diversification is the best key to investment. Obviously, we want to be able to spread our net as wide as possible so we can catch as many fish as possible. In this scenario, we want to be able to make educated decisions, trading decisions that would obviously take us to obtain a better fluctuation or obviously a better outcome on our investment or our trading speculation. That's what we are, speculators. So let's take a look at how we're gonna start the month. All right. So we see yesterday was obviously a very low volume day because of the holiday. On Friday, we did close on the upside. So we did close on the up. Obviously, the 50-day moving average is acting as a dynamic resistance as it usually does. And we're seeing that today the market is retracing, okay, from this levels, all right? Obviously, right around that level, it don't have to be precise, but we're retracing the medium line, the middle line, and the Bollinger's band is actually also a 20-day moving average. So we're seeing how this is converting towards the 50-day moving average. So we could probably come and speculate that if we actually do have the medium or the 50-day moving average crossing over above the 20-day moving average, that this could, in the short term, could indicate a possible move to the upside. Okay, as you can see here, the 20-day crossed over from above the 50-day, and that indicated obviously what it indicated, a move to the downside. You see that we did create a bottom here, and from here we have rallied to the upside to the 20,000 marker, psychological round number. From here we obviously traded towards the middle line, medium point, and from here we are beginning that climb. Now, it'll be interesting if today the market continues to trend lower and obviously rebound from the middle line, the medium point. Okay, that could be a reversal trade opportunity for you. So keep that in mind. And that's in the Nasdaq. As far as the S&P goes, we are actually in the S&P. We are actually there, right on the kisser, and that's basically where the support line that I've drawn is. So will this imply that as the 20-day, this is a 20-day, and this is the 50-day on average, as it crosses it, will it obviously show us a momentum to the upside? Well, the market is retracing. That 5,600 marker could probably be a nice point where we could come in and say, okay, if the market does fluctuate, 33 points away from it, 34 points away from it, if the market does fluctuate towards it, will it rebound to the upside? That's another more immediate trade in the near future, obviously for today. That's in the S&P. And now we're seeing how the 20-day is actually sustaining itself above the 50. You see that? See what it crossed here? It did made some lateral movement, but then it peaked. It moved to the upside. So today, will the Dow come and fluctuate towards our level of support and then do a reversal? Will that happen? Okay, that's further away from the other two. The Russell has actually done already, also rebounded from the 50-day. Okay, so 2180 is the support. Let's see if that will be met and then rebound to the upside. Crude oil seems to be just trending lower. The 20-day has already crossed over the 50. In this case, we did see that movement to the downside and then quickly a nice rebound to the upside. That was the week before last week, the first 2 weeks of August. From that, we obviously created that double bottom around 71 and change, and we rallied to the upside, almost hitting 78. And from there, we are moving to the downside. Let's see if today, $72 has been a nice round number, psychological number. So let's see if the market will find that support here, or will it trade a bit lower towards this. Really, if you look at it, we have here like a nice floor, and the lower Bollinger Band is actually also sideways. So we could probably speculate that as this market continues to sell off, we'll probably come here and find that level of support. Market comes down towards it and rebounds and makes a reversal. Perhaps that could be the case for today. And crude oil, Nat Gas. All right, so Nat Gas, in this case, the 20-day moving average is acting as a resistance, is above the market, and the 50-day is coming down, and perhaps later on the week, we'll see that crossover of the 20 crossing over the 50 from below, and so that'll indicate, or you could probably speculate a move to the upside when that happens. So keep that in mind in your radar. For today, I'm going to speculate that the market is going to continue to move lower towards a $2 psychological round number, and then let's see if it rebounds from there. Then we have gold. Gold had actually continued to trend lower, but not that much. It has traded below the 2,500 psychological level. It's rebounding off. Look at it, rebounding off. I placed this the support, and it's rebounding off the 20-day moving average. But this is basically that's what I use the support level. And perhaps we'll come here and find, will gold today just trade sideways a bit and stay within this range, or will it peak its head above 2,500 and continue moving higher? Okay, now the move to the downside indicates pressure, obviously pressure on selling, but let's see what will happen later on today. As far as silver goes, silver, is much lower from the 20-day moving average. They're much more apart. So I'm looking and speculating silver to stay above $28 and just stay there, mingling around, making sideways movements. Copper is the one that is looking to have obviously violated that support. So I'm going to bring that puppy down and use that $4 round number, psychological number, to see if it'll come towards it. So it is in a sell-off mode, copper. Then we have here Bitcoin. Let's see if Bitcoin recuperates itself today and fluctuates above 60,000. Then we have the euro, and the euro is just right below the 20-day moving average in the medium point of the Bollinger Band. So let's see if it'll continue doing. Look at this, is doing equal highs, equal lows. This is a great setup for a breakout. So will the breakout imply to the upside? Will the breakout imply to the downside? Okay, well, market was selling. It found support. It did recuperate a bit, but today we are looking a bit lower. Let's see if that will indicate that the market is ready to make that move. And this obviously will help a lot, but by what happens to the dollar index. Then we have the pound kind of making the same kind of movement as the euro, sideways movement. And this is going to be determining really the exiting of those two, whether we see that the dollar index continues to move to the upside towards the 102 handle, or will this 20-day moving average act as that resistance, and then just the market will just drop. If it does happen to fall, then we'll see that nice jump on the metals and the currencies. That's it for today. Have a great trading day. I'll see you tomorrow.